It's the Brian and Kindra Show with Brian Cook and Kindra Cox of Keller Williams Realty Elite.
I am Kindra Cox.
I'm Brian Cook.
Between the two of us, we have over 30 years of experience.
Sharing real estate tips and advice. Right here on Classic Hits 1073.
Hey, it's Brian Cook and Kindra Cox with the Brian and Kindra Show. I almost said Discover Woodward again.
I know, because we've been doing so much fun things with discoverwoodward.com.
Yes.
In fact, so this week we've done, I don't know, I'm losing track. We did 3 interviews last couple of days.
Yes, we did.
And our guy Carrick is just doing a great job of getting everything put online for us and getting everything scheduled. So we just run out, do a quick interview, run back to the office.
So yeah, check it out, discoverwoodward.com. If you want us to come by and interview your business and put you on there, that would be fantastic. There's a place on there you can click a button and it sends us a request, and you can fill out your own interview questions and all that fun stuff. So take care of that. It's fireworks season. I've spent
it is.
of time.
I love that. I love it.
I've spent lots of time with that. My daughter has 2 fireworks stands, so if you're out and about on the east side of town.
Okay, I want to harass you a little bit about that.
Okay.
Because people are always asking me, like, so Brian has fireworks, Brian has snow cones, Brian has this, and I'm like, y'all, Brian does real estate.
Yes.
Brian does real estate. So you want to talk a little bit about your girls real fast? Like, I'm only giving you a minute. I'm not, like, major promoting your girls, but I think they're pretty awesome. So tell us about it.
I've kind of been entrepreneurial my whole life, and so it bred straight into my daughter, and so
is that what your mom called it?
She called it chaos. No,
I hope Diane is listening, and I hope she messages on Facebook what she really called it.
I got in trouble in school for selling candy bars out of my locker. And
you're the original
5th
dealer.
grade, yeah, I was killing it, man. I was killing it. So Ashlyn. When she was 16, we opened the Snow Big Deal Snow Cone Stand to help fund an orphanage that the Elam family and us started over in Hyderabad, India. And so, as a kind of a way to invest in our kids and teach them customer service and business skills and dealing with customers and clients and people and service and working, that we started that. So 25% of all the money goes to that. And so Ashley kind of kicked that ball off of rolling. Our families kind of switched back and forth who runs it each year. This year, Hallie took her turn, and so she's 16, and she is running it and doing a great job. We've had some, obviously, quirks with having to move the building from one new location to the other.
Some challenges this year.
We still have challenges. We're still kind of waiting on a power pole and whatever. It's awesome. They still make great snow cones.
Yeah, they do.
I've only had one because, man, if I start, it's over.
Well, okay, so, like, everybody always says that, and I've always been like, I don't like snow cones, I don't like them. Hallie knows how to make it perfect, like, because I don't want hardly any syrup.
Yeah, you just want ice with it, just a hint.
Yes. So, like, I mean, if I wait long enough, then some of the syrup will get down to the bottom, but, I mean, I have a lot of just plain white ice with just a little bit. I love it so much. She does great.
So
you can order the Kindra and get a cinnamon with hardly any cinnamon.
There you go. And so Ashlyn took it a step further one year, and she stepped out of the snow cone business and got into the firework business, and so we've flirted with that. So this year she has started 2, one at Hunter Road and Hunter Road and Highway 412, like you're going to Moreland. Mm-hmm. It's the one they've been there 5 years. It's on. You look up Google Woodward Fireworks, takes you right there. They actually have an online page this year where you can order online. They'll have it already. You just zip out there and pick it up. All the videos are online. You're not sure what you want, you can watch all the videos on their website, woodwardfireworks.com. They have 2 locations, and the other location is out at Gore's Gotta Go, which is out. It's a new business here in town. It's out on Hunter Road and 412, like the intersection going to Sharon. It's right there. Big semi. It's set off the road a little way, so you have to look for the 10 by 40 banner.
It's like you're going to Huntington Knolls, right? I mean,
yes.
It's where I would turn to go to Huntington Knolls.
It's on the north side of that intersection. So if you're in the intersection, you will not miss the fireworks sign.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've got a bunch of great kids, and they're hard workers, and so I don't do much this year. I wrote the checks, which is I consider that the hardest part. And then they're doing all the work. So I go out and check on them every now and then, but I haven't I really haven't had to do hardly anything. Just go out and light
Nope,
fireworks.
they've done a great job. It's been awesome to watch that.
Unfortunately, she has to work the sand Saturday night, so I'm going to light the fireworks.
That's really what she said today, Branson. She was like, Dad, I don't get to light any fireworks this year. And I'm like, I think that's scary.
Yes.
I love fireworks,
Yes.
but
So
I'm terrified to light them.
She's supposed to be putting a show together. I bet you we shoot off a couple hundred rounds of
I hope so.
artillery shells Saturday. It'll be fun.
So I need to be back Saturday evening to watch fireworks, Woodward fireworks at the one over. I don't
I have
know
a
where
birthday
you
party
said.
from 5 to 7 at mine. But the other kid, the third child, has a birthday
I
party.
like to have birthday parties every month
Yes,
too.
I wish. So we have that. And so at 7 o'clock, it gets dark about 9:30-ish, something like that. So we'll be
In fact,
lining
today's
our
my
way.
monthly birthday.
Oh, I just the 20th. Okay. On to important business.
Someone brought us a cookie.
That's true.
Okay, important business. All right, so I know that you are dying to do your little market update. You want to do that right now?
I forgot my
Yeah,
music
I love
again.
it. At first I was like, I can't believe he thinks he gets his own music. And I'm like, I don't have to worry about it. He's not going to get it
You're not
done.
going to get it done.
Because I'm not doing it
It's
for
not on the
him.
priority list. All right, Branson. Challenge.
Branson, whose side are you on?
Don't make me pick sides.
Yes. Who writes that check again?
Hey. Just read your stupid
Okay.
market thing.
All right. All right. Woodward, America. This morning at 6 a.m. I did our statistics, and
Brian likes to say 6 a.m. because he knows that I am not going to work before 8:13.
it's the only time I get peace and quiet. Okay. All
I'm
right.
sure he means his family, not his
Yes.
coworkers.
All right.
Ouch.
Number of active listings today. Last week we had 101. Today we have 97. So we've dropped some inventory. We have sold some things. So there were only 2 new listings this week in the last 7 days. Total number of pending in Northwest Oklahoma is 32. That's residential houses. So we've kind of... I do my statistics the same every day. And like we had an argument the other day with somebody in my office. Not argument.
I don't think it's an argument. I think it was
This
just
is a
clarification.
clarification of where am I getting my numbers. But these are houses people can live in Northwest Oklahoma, which would be like Woodward, Woods County to the west, Ellis, Dewey, Beaver, Texas, Cimarron, all those counties. So pending, we have 20 pending. Actually, we had 32 pending this week. Last week we had 29. In Woodward, Oklahoma, we had, that was my cue to do my statistics music. I heard it. Ding! Brian. Okay. So new, and here the new pending is the important number. So we went from 54357. This week we have 7 new pending contracts, and I think there's a couple that don't even count. That we sold one Friday, kind of a whim deal. It's
not
never
on
even
MLS.
listed pending. It's just closed one
Right.
day. So there's some of those. We have 3 more really that didn't even show up in the MLS. So we've sold some property that just kind of hit quick.
And you had 2 closings yesterday, and I'm not sure if either one of those has updated or not. And then you had 2 closings today that certainly are not reflected there.
No. So we're moving some property. So next week's statistics will look awesome. So, but the one number I hate is 8. We have 8.82 months of inventory. So 9 months of inventory is a scary number. So that's a number that says we are building some inventory, which is going to lead us directly into our show today.
Yes.
About
Okay.
purchasing investment property.
You're like, get rich in real estate.
That's right.
I hate it when you
Goodness.
say things like that. All right, so before we get started on rentals and real estate and how to do rentals and what that means and cap rates and NOI and ROI and oh my gosh, can I take a nap yet?
Excited. Cash flow analysis.
We're going to do a
Okay.
super quick sponsor break and we will be right back.
Yep. Comfort Zone is a multi-generational company serving Northwest Oklahoma in commercial and residential needs. Plumbing, air conditioning, heaters, refrigeration, sewer and drain cleaning, backhoe trencing, and crane service. And they are your geothermal specialists. Contact them at 580-254-5864 or stop by 116 East Main Street.
It's the 5 hours you spend in the kitchen mastering your famous recipe or spending quality time with your family. Other insurance companies may just see it as a house. It's not just a house, it's your home. Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Kevin Kanzler, and I see your home as the time and memories you put into them. I understand what your things really mean to you, and I'm here to help Give them the protection they deserve. My office is located on the corner of 13th and Oklahoma and Woodward, or call me at 580-256-2216 for your home insurance today.
On Point Land Survey can take care of all your residential, commercial, and industrial survey needs. This family-owned and operated business proudly serves Northwest Oklahoma and Southwest Kansas. These lifelong Northwest Oklahoma residents with over 19 years of experience are ready to serve you with the latest equipment and capable trucks to get your job done. Call On Point Land Survey today at 580-256-6757 or at 1918 Main Street in Woodward, Oklahoma, or visit their website at onpointlandsurveyok.com. Professional, trusted, local.
This is Todd McHugh
and Jackie Jones
with Woodward County Abstract, Dewey County Abstract, and Fairview Abstract. I would like to thank everyone in Woodward and Northwest Oklahoma for choosing us for their real estate title and closing needs this past year. We will be offering new services in 2020, including bilingual closings, internet closings, and digital abstracting.
We look forward to making real estate closings faster, simpler, and more efficient for you in the future.
We want to thank you for your continued support and business.
Hi, I'm Connie Rowland in the mortgage department at Bank 7. Bank 7 is a full-service bank with over 40 years of combined experience. Melinda Russo and I are a dynamic duo team committed to making your loan process smooth. With a variety of loan products, we would love to sit down with you and discuss your loan options in person, or we offer online and over-the-phone application processing. The Woodward branch is located at 34th in Oklahoma. Find us online at mortgage.bank7.com, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Bank 7 is an equal housing lender in MLS 677297, phone 580-254-0100, where our best investment is you.
We're back. You got to remember that during commercial breaks, we're still on the air. Jeez. Okay. Not embarrassing at all. Okay. Learn how to shave.
It's finally not me.
Okay.
All right, so last week we talked about flipping houses.
Yes. And I felt kind of funny at the end of the show that I thought, man, I kind of felt like I didn't want to scare people off from flipping houses. It's just a risk of a risk. And so I feel like there needs to be, just do your homework. And so today we're going to talk about investment property. So
wait, let's finish your first thought.
How long ago was that?
I know, right? That's why I'm here. Let me bring you back to the subject at hand, okay? Okay, so flipping houses.
Yes.
And you have to say it like that. Flipping houses. All right, so flipping houses is not negative. It is possible. It scares me to death, but I recognize that it can happen and there's some value in it. So the purpose of last week's show and what we wanted to say was, one, that to recognize that 1% of inventory is a potential for a flip. So, and Woodward, when we have low inventory, then that feels hard to find one, and they're few and far between. Secondly, just that you've got to be careful, that you've got to, you want good quality professionals, you need a good team. Why are you laughing? Am I doing a bad job? I listened to it this morning.
I looked at the comments, so go ahead.
All right, so you have to have a good team. You need to make sure that you're keeping your numbers in your mind all the time. Make sure you have your loan secured. That was something that somebody and I talked about at lunch yesterday. That we were kind of laughing about that because you had said you maxed out your credit cards, you spent all your money, and then your banker left the bank, and your bank was like, "No, I don't think so." Yeah. So you've got to make sure that you've got your loan secured, and make sure that you have everything in writing and all of your ducks in a row. So we weren't negative. Don't do it. We were negative in the respect of we want to just make sure that people know to be careful. We don't want anybody in a real estate transaction that comes out ugly. And that happens. We get it. Business is hard, but we want all of our customers, not just our buyers and sellers who are homeowners, but also our investors to end up profitable and happy and content. So, okay, so now, rich in real estate.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's make some money.
All right, so we're going to talk about rentals. And I told you, I said, okay, well, this is going to be another one of those days when I really look like an idiot. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You manage rentals. You know what it is.
Quit twitching. Yeah, I did manage rentals. Can anybody see that? This is what it looked like whenever I managed rentals, Facebook Live. Like every time I'd go to Walmart, people would be like, what's that lady winking at me? Yes, right. It did. It made me a little bit stressed out. But so I had 40 to 50 rentals that I managed, and there was, there were probably 25-ish to 30-ish different landlords. And it was not, most of those were not in Woodward. Most of those were in a smaller community. And it was a challenge for me. I love people, and I love people to be happy, and I wanted everybody to be happy, but there always are a few, I'm so stressed out, I just threw my pen.
And I was the same way, so I own.
So, except it's different. It's different. So whenever a renter is unhappy with me, like I'm all like, oh no, what can I do? I need to make them happy. I don't want them to feel bad. I mean, how can I help them pay their rent? I remember saying that. Yeah. How can I help you pay your rent? Like I was going to be able to just, I know, I have no money, but it's fine. Let me help you out. Yeah. I remember one guy saying, okay, well, have you turned off your cable? And we went through like 5 different things. And he's like, lady, I don't think you understand. Like, I just want to help you. You're the opposite. You're like, what do you mean you can't pay your rent? Like, you get all stressed out, like a different kind of stress. Agreed?
Kind of.
Yeah.
My heart hurts. My heart hurts for people that just, like, their budget's messed up or their stuff, and they come in, and when they make an excuse, I'm like, well, fine, I guess. I just don't pay your rent this month. I don't know what to do for you. I can afford it. So now
but then it eats on you.
It eats on me. So now I have to stay out of it.
Now if you see them at McDonald's,
I have to stay out of it because it hurts my heart. So I had probably, I don't know, we had a bunch, 50 or 60 different renters at one time, and it was very messy. The market was hot. We were moving people in and out. I was in the middle of building a real estate company as well. And so I was working mornings and nights on rental property. Finding contractors was complicated then as well because everything was hot, everybody was busy. And then, man, it crashed in 10. I had 38 empty rentals out of 60. It was scary.
That's about the time I got out of the rentals and my iTwitch quit.
Yeah. And then I was already stressed out. So getting people to pay rent was hard for me. It's just not in my personality to.
You don't ask for money.
I can't do it.
No, I don't accept money, and you don't ask for money, so it's really fun.
So I've partnered with somebody else that is the way better collector, and so I just stepped out. I sold him half the company. I don't even know who rents from us anymore. I stay a lot of way out of that. That way, if I see him at Walmart, I don't. There's no complications there. I can just like people, and so you got to realize your personality before you get into the rental market. That's what I want to tell you.
Absolutely.
Some people aren't cut out for rental property, and so if you're not.
If you're not, then you might want to look into a management company.
Yes.
I love what Kevin Kanzler just said on our Facebook Live. He said that he visits with his renters about their budget and tries to help them prioritize, which is what I was trying to do with my little guy. What about your cable bill? What about your cell phone bill? Bless his heart.
Yes.
And Kevin's right. It's not fun. It's not fun to talk to someone about their budget, and it's not fun to be like, look, I know that having.
We had huge success stories when we met with. I met with Brian Billings in his office and an accountant in the office, David Arney, and we met with a lady. She had a couple of kids, and we spelled out her budget for like 3 months, every check down to the penny where it's going to be spent, and she followed it. And
which is amazing.
She's awesome. I say highly successful now.
She's very competent now, and she's very much able to.
I mean, I watch her on Facebook, and I'm like, the stuff she posts now and the job she has now, I'm just like, man. So there are the success stories, and then
it's awesome.
And then we have some that are just like, it's just never going to get better, and so it comes back to. I want people to own their home.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Some people aren't supposed to be owners.
No.
Some people aren't supposed to be landlords. Same story. So
right.
So we want to invest in people to be safe and secure in their home.
Right.
And if you're in a financial bind and you can't afford your home, then it's not stress. It's not. It's stressful. So, all that being said,
I think I like that you said that not everybody is meant to be a homeowner. So one of my sisters, she's never going to own her own home again. Her choice. I mean, she's like, no, I don't want to. I want an apartment. I don't want to mow my lawn. I want to have a little tiny place where I can put a cute little table and I can sit out and play with my little grandgirl. But I don't want to mow my yard ever again. And I said that to you. I told you, Brian, I'm not homeowner material. And you're like, yeah, you are. Yeah. So here I am with my little house and my poor son. I hope he never leaves me because I'm not going to mow that yard, y'all. I'm not going to do it. All right, so let's talk about one of the things that you said a minute ago about being a landlord and owning your own rentals. is how difficult it is to find contractors. So that kind of brings us back to last week with the whole flipping houses.
Yes.
That's good. I just wanted to say flipping houses again. Okay, it's good to have a team. Like, you need
Yes.
a team. So you need a team that includes like your go-to plumber and your go-to electrician and your go-to HVAC guy. And so, I mean, like, I know Comfort Zone is yours. Yep. And so, and back in the day, like, I wasn't able to get Comfort Zone to come and help me. I had my own that I relied the heck on those guys. And so Comfort Zone is now our go-to. And so we're able to call and be like, guys, we've got a problem right now at whatever. And they can run and take care of the rental for us. That's imperative. So that you can make sure that your renters are happy, because if you have happy renters, then you've got a happy return on investment, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that's just a little quick one. All right, so let's start. Why in the world would somebody want to do rentals? In your little packet that you printed off for me to do my homework that I started at 4:45, I think. It says, helping yourself and your clients to build wealth. So we would want to do rentals to build wealth in theory.
Yes, I mean, yes. So your rental property is it's a touchable asset. Some people are scared of stocks because you can't just like go touch them. They're just out there in the cloud type thing. You're just, you can't see them. You can watch them on your phone or on TV, but it's, and I think there's a place for that. You should diversify. You should invest in it. And there's some great companies in town that do that. And so, but like real estate investment, obviously I'm in the business, so I believe in it. I have rental property. I believe in it. I feel like it's a really good, safe place. Generally a steady income, steady return. Long-term investment.
So we were talking about that before we got here. I just looked at the clock and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've talked too much again. Okay, so one of the things that we said is how rentals build our wealth. When we're talking about a $100,000 house, I put in $10,000. That's my investment to my property. So let's talk about that. I think you were talking about return on investment. Is that what? Okay.
So your ROI.
So ROI, return on investment. And be ready for me to interrupt you whenever you don't make sense, because you're smarter than me or whatever.
Well, it's just numbers. I'm not smarter than you by any means.
I just wanted you to say that on air. Branson, you got that, right?
Cut that out. No,
go ahead.
So if you only invest $10,000 into a $100,000 loan, then the bank or whoever your investor has invested the other $90,000. So if you have a payment of $600 and taxes of $1,000 and insurance of $100 and taxes of $100 per month, and some other expenses of $100 a month, you're still, it's going to be $900. Be $900. So your profit is $100 a month. 100 times 12 is $1,200. Out of your $10,000 investment, that's a 12% return on your investment.
Which sounds amazing.
That's pretty crazy.
Right? And one of the things we were talking about, though, is a lot of times we don't calculate it the correct way. Yep. And so we're seeing a much smaller percentage.
Because you're doing it on the whole thing. You're like, well, I made $1,200 on a $100,000 investment. That's 1.2%.
But it's not, because I only invested $10,000. My
Correct.
lender was investing $90,000. And then their return on investment is my 5% interest.
Correct. And speaking of interest, Bank 7, I called Connie to say, hey, you got any new programs? They have a killer program that I didn't even realize they had. On investment property. It's a 30-year, which on investment property, it's long-term, yes. I try to tell people you want to pay it off in like 10 to 15 at the max. But if you're looking for cash flow, they've got a 4.7 per 5% interest rate, 30-year fixed note, 15% down.
Wow.
So on $100,000, it's a $15,000 investment. Man, your return on investment is going to be substantial with that kind of numbers.
That's
awesome. So yes. Okay, so
that goes back to the team. Make sure that you've got the right lender. And that was one of the things that I wrote down that I think is imperative, is that you are ready to jump. So you need to have that lender that's ready with your pre-approval lender. Your pre-approval letter saying, yeah, Kendra's a good solid buyer. She's ready to go. We just need a property. If you want to have a rental, you've got to be ready to go.
Yes.
And so you had talked about being careful.
Be careful. So do your homework first. So let's talk about return on investment. Let's talk about operating expenses. Let's talk about utilities, repairs. Come talk to us if you're interested. If there's several, maybe we'll just have a small class or something and discuss.
Absolutely, that'd be fun.
Discuss like insurance types and costs and lender types and costs, and then we'll start talking about must-have repairs. We'll get the Oklahoma Landlord Tenant Act out. It's 17 pages. It's not a fun read, but it is only 17 pages, and there's a lot of rules in there that you need to make sure you're aware of. We've got good connections with accountants and attorneys. The attorneys can, we rely heavily. I've got to the point, I don't jack with the eviction process anymore. You're 31 days late. I've already notified you. Here's the attorney. I don't talk to you anymore. Talk to my attorney. It's over.
That's definitely the hardest part.
It is. But then it takes me out of the picture. It takes us out of the picture.
Because it's not
it's
personal.
It's a business. This is a business transaction.
I think that's what I did wrong. And I mean, that was quite a few years ago for me. I was much younger and certainly kinder. But I know it's so funny. You don't have any idea. All right. So anyway, but that's the whole thing is I wasn't able to view that as business because I felt so personally connected to every person that walked through the door.
Yes.
And I still do. I still love every people that walks through our door. My favorite people. I love our customers. And so it's hard to separate business from relationship or business from personal, but real estate is a business.
Yes.
It's not personal. Even when I'm selling my personal home, I have to view it as business.
Yes.
I'm looking at bottom dollars. Does the bottom dollar work? Maybe, maybe not.
Yep.
So do we have to take a break?
Yes, we have to take a break.
No. Okay, fine.
Wow. We got to page 1.
We'll be back.
Homeowners and business owners. Do you want to know how to extend the life of your home or commercial building? Call APC LLC in Woodward. APC specializes in installing high-quality 5-inch and 6-inch seamless guttering and custom commercial guttering. Whether it's a small system or a large system, APC can help. Call APC LLC at 580-571-2384. That number again is 580-571-2384 for all your seamless gutter needs.
Our home is usually our largest investment, and we insure it against damage. One unseen destructive force not covered by most insurance policies is termites, which can infest a house for years before being detected. Termites cost U.S. homeowners an estimated $5 billion annually in treatment and repairs. Using the Centricon termite bait system, JCP Services can protect your home from the threat of a termite infestation. Call 580-334-5380. Again, 580-334-5380.
Stop in to Modern Appliance on Main Street today to see powerful Maytag brand kitchen appliances available in a finish inspired by cast iron. Cast iron black is a hard-working, matte finish that is as tough as it is timeless, so you can trust it to help resist scratches while helping hide fingerprints and minor dents and stand up to the everyday. Add an iconic look to your home with cast iron black kitchen appliances from Maytag brand. See it at Modern Appliance, 2102 Main, or online at modernappliancewoodward.com.
For 150 years, Sherwin-Williams has been an industry leader in the development of technologically advanced paint and coatings. As the nation's largest specialty retailer of paint and painting supplies, Sherwin-Williams is dedicated to supporting both your do-it-yourselfers and painting professionals with exceptional products, resources to make confident color selections, and expert personalized service that's focused on your unique project needs. Sherwin-Williams is your neighborhood paint store. Stop by and see them, 2101 Oklahoma Avenue, or call them 580-256-5861. All right, we're back. And you know what one of the biggest expenses on rental property is?
What?
Paint.
Hey, Sherwin-Williams, APC. Those are our guys.
Yeah, it's insane the amount of money I spent on paint over the years. And it's a quick fix, clean up. For sure makes the property smell good and shine. So
Okay,
right.
a couple things I told you I want to hit on because we were talking about this yesterday, multi-units versus single-family residence.
Yep.
So technically, it seems as though if you had an apartment complex that you would have a higher income availability than you would with one house or 6 houses. So talk about that.
So
Please,
I
could you
advise
talk
several
about
people.
that?
I advise several people when they come in and want to start doing rental property, and we discuss things. I use the term high risk, high return, low risk, low return. So apartments and you can go buy a single wide mobile home for $5,000, rent the thing for $400 or $500 a month. It's like 100% return on your investment.
Right.
And I've done that many a time. They are not held together quite as well, so there's a little bit
more maintenance.
More maintenance, and so they're a high risk, high return because it's more work, and so. The less money, so the less risk there.
Oh my gosh!
Golly,
we only have 1 minute.
Apartments, you're all combined into one place. So like there's a set of apartments in town. There's a property in town you could probably purchase for like $150,000. it's got several units, it could generate around $4,000 a month.
Right.
But they are a harder clientele.
Mm-hmm.
It's people move in and out, and I don't care how nice you are and how good you are. When you move in and then you move out, there's wear and tear, and it is not clean.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
even if I did that, we only have 30 seconds. Even if I move in and move out, I remember me moving out of my apartment, so I just cleaned and cleaned and cleaned and thought, man, this is crazy. Even growing up, so we need to talk more about this. Maybe next week we'll try to do another show on rental property. If you guys want to be interested in real property and talk about investment property, come talk to us. So, call
All right,
us.
call or text 580-216-0090, 580-334-2303.
And we'll see you next week.
73 KLSI Moreland Woodward.
Turn off your...
Your new favorite, Classic Hits 107.3 KLSI Moreland Woodward. Tell a friend.